Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yodhara Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yodhara Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Gaura Nitai Jaya Gaura Nitai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Gaur Premanande Jayam Vishnupad Paramhamsa Parirajakara Stotra Shata Srimad Divine Grace Abhay Charanavindesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnupad Paramhamsa Parirajakara Stotra Shata Srimad Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Antakoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की ब्रजमय वृंदावन धाम की श्री क्षेत्र मायापुर धाम की गंगा यमुना की भक्तिदेव तुलसी महारानी की संवेद गौर भक्त वृंद की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की ताई गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories to some devotees, all glories to some devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Ashtapraya Shabadveshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhauti Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 89, Text 52 to 56. We will recite text 52. Tatham pravishtaha Shalilam Nabhiswata Balishajavat Brihat Urmi Bhushanam Tatham Bhutam Vai Bhuvanam Dhumattamam Bhajan Mani Stambha Sahasra Shobhitam Tatha Pravistam Shalilam Nibhasvasata Balishashat Brihat Urmi Bhushanam Tathartha Bhutam Vai Bhuvanam Dhumattamam Brajan Mani Stamba Sahasra Shobhitam Tatha Pravistaha Salilam Nibhasvatam Bhajishahat Brihat Urmi Bhushanam Tatha Bharvutam Vai Bhavanam Dhumattamam Brajan Mani Stamba Sahasra Shobhitam Tatha Pravistva Salilam Nibhasvasata Bali Yashajat Brihat Urmi Bhushanam Tatartha Bhutam Vai Bhuvanam Dhumattamaha Vrajan Mani Stamba Sahasra Shobhitam. Chant. Satasha Pravistam Salilam Nabhasvata Baliya Shahajat Brihat Urmi Bhushanam Tatra Bhavat Vai Bhuvasam Bhuvat Brajan Mahi Stamba Sahasra Shobhitam Tata Shalilam Pravasta Variyashad Brihat Urmi Bhushanam Tatra Bhivat Vai Bhuvanam Dhumattanam Brajan Mahi Stamba Sahasra Shobhitam. Thank you very much. Okay, word to word meaning Tata. From that, Pravistha entered, Shalilam water, Nabhavastaha by wind, Balishaha mighty, Ejat made to move about, Brahat huge, Urmi waves, Huvasanam whose ornament, Tatra therein, Abhutanam wondrous, Why indeed, Bhuvanam abode, Dhumattamam supremely effulgent, Brajad brilliantly shining, Mani with gems, Stamba columns, Sahasra with thousand, Shobhitam made beautiful. Translation: from that region they entered a body of a water rep- represent represent with the huge waves beginning churned by a mighty wind. Within that ocean, Arjuna saw an amazing palace, more radiant than anything he had ever seen before. Its beauty was enhanced by thousands of ornamental pillars bedecked with the brilliant gems. Text 53. In that palace was a huge, inspiring serpent Anantasesha. He shone brilliantly with the radiance emanating from the gems on his thousands of hood, and reflecting from twice as many fearsome eyes. He resembled white Mount Kailash, and his neck and tongues were dark blue. Text 54 to 56. Okay. Arjuna then saw the omnipresent, omnipotent, supreme personality of Godhead, Mahavishnu, sitting at ease on the serpent bed. His bluish complexion was the color of a dense train cloud. He wore a beautiful yellow garment. His face looked charming, his broad eyes were most attractive, and he had the 8 long, handsome arms. His profuse locks of hair were beaten on all sides in the brilliance reflected from the clusters of precious jewels decorating his crowns and earrings. He wore Kaustuba jewel, the mark of Srivatsa, and the garland of forest flowers. Serving the topmost of all lords were his personal attendants, headed by Sunanda and Nanda. His chakra and other weapons in their personified forms. His consort potence persist. Prithvi, Sri, and Kirti, and Aja, and all his various mystic powers. Srila Prabhupada mentioned that the Lord has innumerable energies and they were also standing there personified. The most important among them were as follows: Prushti, the energy for nourishment; Sri, the energy of beauty; Kriti, the energy of reputation; and Aja, the energy of material creation. All these energies are invested in the administrator of the material world, namely Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, in the kings of heavenly planets, Indra, Chandra, Varuna, and Sun God. In other words, all these demigods being empowered by the Lord with certain energies engage in the transcendental loving service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Gnananjanam Shalakaya Chakshurunmitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Sopadanti Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaurabhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vancha Kalpatarupasya Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. So here When Arjuna and Lord Krishna entered the Garbhodaksha Vishnu, where Lord Anantasesh was lying on his snake bed. By the entrance, Arjuna was wonder like how beautiful he was not able to understand, is this some planet that is so wonderful and so beautiful and so unimaginable? Because sometimes what happens when you go to a place that you have never been and that you have never heard of, if somebody takes to that place, you will get mesmerized, correct? You will be wonder, oh, where this place from? I have never been, I have never heard of it. And by seeing that, you cannot able to describe with your words. So that's such a wonderful place. There's a he saw that this region of the where they entered, the water are resplendent, because it's like Garbhodaksha Vishnu is half filled with water, and with that huge waves are churning like multi-wind. With the ocean of Arjuna, he saw amazing palace, more radiant than anything, and its beauty is enchanting by thousands of ornament pillars bedecked with a brilliant of gems. Even pillars were decorated with gems. We see the pillars here with the cement and the painting and the color, but even the pillar in this abode, Lord Anantasesh Vishnu abode, is decorated. So one may say that, okay, spiritual world is so beautiful, so wonderful. How do we know and how do we understand? So this is a description of the brief spiritual world. This is where it's not Goloka Vrindavan. It's below the Goloka Vrindavan. It's within the material universe. The In the material universe, this abode of Mahavishnu, which is lying on the ocean of the milk, and lying on the bed of snake, and he was able to you know understand how beautiful is that, how mesmerizing it is, how wonderful and how almighty. Even pillars were decorated, even pillars are made of gems. So by hearing this, one can at least get an idea how Goloka Vrindavan will be so beautiful. It is just like Lord is Arjuna is describing in his words, and through him we can able to get an impetus to go back home, back to Godhead. Because in this material world, everything goes on advertisement, correct? Like, if I want to sell this product, what should I do? Should put 10 good things about this product, put it on sale and tell the price, and I will make sure that you have to need this product. This advertising industry, they don't say that please buy, or they don't say that it is it is essential, but they make sure that it is very very much needed in day to day life. They advertise in a such a way that it is, you have to need this. Without using this, you are waste, your life is waste, your day is waste. They make a advertisement in a such a way so that you will buy, you will review, and at least you can take that product somehow or the other. That's a whole advertising industries based on any product. You may not need it, just you just go to an Amazon, you just search shopping, and they will advertise in a such a way, they so that you get attracted to it. First one, to get attracted, they will take a pictures of it, and they will show how it is useful to your day to day life, how it is important, and how it is how it is helping you doing your work faster. And by reading, by seeing ads, by seeing the picture, you might think, okay, maybe I should need this product. Correct? Then you go and buy, because they put so much energy in that, so that you'll get captured. Similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam gives you so much description. Krishna is also advertising here about his, not only his about, he's about advertising the abode of Mahavishnu. So Arjuna was stunned by looking the pillars. Even pillars are thousands of ornaments are made up of thousands of pillars, ornaments. They are gems, everything. So in that palace, the huge of inspiration, the inspiring serpent Anantasesh. When our Lord Vishnu is lying on the bed of snake, the Anantasesh, the snake, also brilliantly radiant, emanating from the gem. You know, like each hood of a snake, there is a one particular one gems are lying there. So by that, he couldn't able to take off eyes from that. So attractive. Even you heard of, there is a name, king cobra snakes. In India, we see that if some snake is hidden, it should not be seen by any human eye. It can develop a gem. It's called money. They call nag money. So it is on the hood of the snake. If you got that gem jewelry, pearl or the hood of the snake, like it's like a gem. If you have that, you are the luckiest person on the planet. But it is very very rare to get, and nobody can find it. The conditions are the snake should not be seen for many many decades. First condition, and the snake should not have bitten anybody, and it should be underground, not to be seen by other snakes also. Then it can develop a germ on his hood. Then it can, after developing a germ on his hood, then if some person find that snake, and if they take out the jewel, then he is the luckiest person. You know how the jewel, how the germ is formed? Because when it doesn't come outside, it doesn't bite, the poison that stays in the snake, it transformed into the germ. That is the science behind it, because it is not to be seen by human eye. Of course, there are some celestial snakes which are last class I was describing, rasatala, talatala, patala. There is a abode of the snakes also, where each snake has valuable gem on their hood. But here there are thousands of hood, and on thousands of hood there are thousands of gem. So particularly if you have that found of that snake, then if you get that gem, easily you will not get gem, because it will bite and it is not be seen. And where the snakes will live, you cannot go there. It's believed that if you got that gem, where if sometimes it is also said, if you have that gem, for example, if a snake has bitten, and if you keep that germ on that where the place it has bitten, immediately that germ, it suck all the poison from your body, then you will be immediately cured. You don't have poison effect on your body. So there are many many advantages to have that germ, but to get that germ, it's not an easy task. People have tried and they lost their lives to even find that snake, because most of the snakes are on the earth, because they can be seen, and some are poison, some are poisonous. Even the snakes in Amazon forest you may find so many snakes. If they bite you, even within seconds you will die. But this is a particularly snake which called Nagamani King Cobra. So it is a king of all snakes. So anyhow, so here Arjuna, when he saw that snake Anantasesha, it is of course this is Anantasesha is expansion of the Lord Vishnu. It's not ordinary snake, and he's describing the how many so thousands of hoods and reflecting from twice as many fearsome eyes. He resembled white Mount Kailash, and his neck and tongue was dark blue. So he's describing and he's also comparing how these necks are and how the tongue are. So this is a brief description of the abode of Lord Mahavishnu. And in the text of 54 and 56, so when he saw that omnipresent, omnipotent Supreme Personality of Godhead Mahavishnu sitting at the seas on the serpent of bed, his bluish complexion, the whole body description has given the bluish complexion of the color of the dense rain cloud. So his body is Lord Mahavishnu's body is bluish complexion. It's not black, it's not blue, but bluish complexion. Like when you see before the rain, the cloud, that's something like bluish. And dense rain cloud. Yeah, actually it is like before when it rains, the how cloud it will be. That is the color of the Lord. And he wore yellow garments. His face looked charming, and his broad chest were ornament most attractive. And he had eight long, handsome arms. His profuse locks hair were battened on all sides in a brilliant reflected from the clutches of a precious jewel decorating his crown earrings. He wore Kaustuba jewel and Srivatsa garland and forest flowers. So this is the description of his personality of Mahavishnu. This is hard to understand Mayavadi philosophers. Mayavadi philosophers say that the Lord has no form. But Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam is describing each and every element. Lord has a form. And Lord has eyes. Lord has ears. Lord has hairs. You know. That's how we can see the personality of Godhead and Lord is wearing yellow garments. But if you deny that Lord does not have a form, then that is a foolish argument. Because if if you say that Lord does not have any form, then how is it possible that Bhagavatam is describing? Correct. One time, what happened? There was a preacher. He was traveling from to go to one place, and he come across a Mayavadi person. He come across a person who does not believe in the form of the Lord. Okay, and he asked, "Oh, are you from Hare Krishna?" Yes. The preacher, the devotee said yes. And he said that you guys are worshipping the deity and doing the all the kind of activities, offering garland, all that. But we don't believe in the form of the Lord. There is no form for the Lord. There is nothing. You are just doing for sake of out of sentimental. Then that preacher said, he said, "You also believe in God?" He said, "Yes, I believe in the God, but we don't have any form for the Lord." Then the preacher said, "Okay, you don't believe in the form of the Lord?" "Yes, we don't believe in the form of the Lord." "Okay, still you pray?" "Yes." Then preacher asked, the devotee asked, "When you pray, will Lord hear your prayers?" "Yes." "Okay. When you are in difficulty, will Lord save you?" "Yes, He will save us." "When you are in Anxiety, when you are in a really problem, when you need something, will Lord notice what is happening in your life? Yes, He'll notice. Okay. When you chant the Lord's name, that means He is hearing. That means He has ears. Correct? A person who has a ears, he has also head. A person sees you that when you are in a problem, that means he has eyes. Correct? Person who has eyes, he has also a brain. And person, if you are in difficulty, he saves you. That means he has a hands. That means it is not like hands only is working. The hands are attached to the body. Correct? That means he has a form. It is not like only ears are hearing your prayers, only eyes are seeing. But we have to understand Lord's ears are not as our ears. We can only hear what is discussion going on in the room. But Lord can hear what is going on in neighbor's room. He has ears all over the place. He has eyes all over the place. He is all over the place. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Sarvaschaham hruticha nivishto matas kruti jnanam apohanam cha. Lord is reciting each and every living entity. So, this is a very then that person became shocked. Yes, when you worship that's what we worship the deity in the temples. It's not that we pick up any stone or any metal we start worshipping. There is a process of deity worship. Before we start the deity worship, we will select some particular type of a stone, particular where it has some significance. Then we do prana pratishta, where we install, with all the ritualistic activities, pujas, and also all the kinds of activities where we install the what do you call life in the deity, life in the stone. Then we start worshipping. Then it is authorized. It's not like any stone. Okay, this is a wood. Lord Jagannath is also made up of wood. Can we worship this table? No, correct. And it is true. Because when we install in a particular manner, the pure devotees, they install the deity, they see the Lord, and by the worshipping of the deity, by the pure devotees, and deity will reciprocate. One time, what happened when Srila Prabhupada was in Vrindavan, in the Krishna Balaram temple, the pujari kept offering, and he went outside. Srila Prabhupada, he didn't know what offering is going on. Srila Prabhupada went inside the altar and he came after 2 minutes. And Prabhupada said, Krishna Balaram are having prasadam. He saw that Lord Krishna Balaram are eating because he could able to see, Prabhupada could able to see that Krishna Balaram sat there and he was honoring prasadam. Srila Prabhupada, the pure devotees could able to see that. And that's why whatever deities that we are installed in the temples, that has a life in it. It's not that we are just blindly worshipping some stone. So coming back here, so Lord was decorated with different ornaments, earrings, crowns, and Srivatsa. Srivatsa mark, which is a very kind of a special jewelry which only Lord Mahavishnu has, or expansion of Mahavishnu Lord has. Because in the Goloka Vrindavan or in Vaikuntha Loka, everybody has a four arms. Everybody is holding a Sudarshan Chakra. Everybody is holding a club of Gada. Or everybody is holding a conch shell. You don't identify who is Lord here. It is not easy. But only the particular jewel, which is called Kaustuba jewel, which only Lord is he's wearing. Nobody is wearing. You then you can identify, okay, he is Mahavishnu. But otherwise, we cannot identify because all the doorkeepers are also having the four hand forms and holding all the kinds of weapons that Lord Mahavishnu is holding. So this is a mark of Kaustuba jewel and Srivatsa mark, and he was he was decorated with the forest flowers and attendants. He has a servants Sunanda and Nanda, and his chakra and other weapons are personified forms. It's not that chakra is a like one of the weapon. It has also form and it is also person. Sudarshana is not just a metal, just like this is a metal, but it has a expansion of Balram. Like Sudarshana chakra is also expansion of Lord. It has also form. It is a person. And his personal concert, that is Srila Prabhupada mentioned here, the most innumerable energies are they were standing as personified. The most important thing are follows Prushti, the energy for nourishment, and Sri, the energy of beauty, Kiti, the energy of reputation, Aja, the energy of material creation. All these energies invested in the administration of the material world, namely Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva, and heavenly planets like Indra, Chandra, Varuna. So these are all the main source of energy. Pushti, like when we do devotional service, chanting, hearing, reading, and attending the program. So where do we get energy from this Pushti? This is a source of energy. Okay, well, it's not like it's the same activity that we are doing. No, we are not losing energy. We are getting energy from this source. And Sri, the beauty of all attractive, where this energy is coming from? Sri energy. Like when we see Krishna, what is that attraction is called Sri. And Kirti, where is that reputation of energy is coming from? Kirti. And Aja, the material creation, where is that energy is coming from? Aja. And all these energies are invested in the different material world, namely, see, Lord Brahma is getting the energy. Of course, after doing tapasya only he got the energy. That name of that energy is Aja. Okay. From that Aja, he was able to create the universes. Lord Brahma. And Lord Shiva is a destruction. Where he got energy from Lord Vishnu. Just like when you are weak, you go and take prasadam, or you have a juice, or you have a what you called protein shake, then you get energy, then you can able to work. Similarly, these demigods, Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Vishnu, are all getting, and Indra, Chandra, Varuna. So why Chandra, Lord Moon, how he got energy? Because of this what is called Sri energy. You see the most of the poets and most of the philosophers, and they compare beauty of somebody to the moon. Your face is looking like moon. Why not any other? Because moon is all attractive. No matter they are, our sky is filled with the stars. That doesn't matter. If there is one moon is enough. Sky can brilliantly enlight. Correct? So similarly, this how the moon is getting energy from this source. So this is a detailed explanation of studying Bhagavatam, where how the energies are coming. So when we study in the detail, you can say, oh, Krishna is the source of all energies. Of course, in one way it is right. But each and energy is named here. Okay. When you read this, the more you read, the more you know about Krishna, the more you know about the pastimes of Krishna, the more you become enlightened. The less you know, it will be unsentimental or just for the sake of doing. Okay, we will do. But the more we understand the philosophy, the more we appreciate, the more we become enlightened towards Krishna consciousness. If somebody asks, you can answer them. No? these are the different energies of Lord has, then the person will be convinced. Otherwise, you say, okay, Lord is supreme, Lord, supreme personality of Godhead. He is a all attractive energy. Then he may say, okay, it is your philosophy. If you go into deep, then the person will understand. Okay, then if you go to in South India, especially, you say there are so many gods. You can say this is supreme Lord. They don't say they will also have their message. They have philosophy. But if you quote this verse or if you quote this Bhagavatam verse, then they will understand. Okay, this person knows something. There is something in Bhagavatam. Otherwise, there are so many energies, but you haven't heard of. So that's why the reading is very very important. So, being empowered by the Lord with the creation of energies, engage in the transcendental loving service of the Supreme Lord. Knowing this, we have to engage in the transcendental service. That's why Krishna consciousness is not a sentiment. You should know what you are doing. When you know what you are doing, that will have so much effect and so much impact and so much meaning that you are doing. If you just do it, of course, it has some benefit, but if you knowingly offer obeisance to, oh, here is a supreme Lord, that he controls everything, he's a source of all energy, then he is incarnation of many other incarnation, and he is all attractive. Then you keep in that mind, then you offer obeisances, then it will have some meaning. Just like an, I'll give an example. If a person walks in, you don't know about his achievements, you don't know about his glories, and you don't know anything about him. You just say hello, hi. But if you know him personally, what he has done, how much he wrote books, or how much, what are all the achievements he have done, if you praise him according, glorify him through his activity, then he will be more pleased. Correct? If a president comes here, okay, here is a person, president. Then if you say whose president is, he's a president of a temple, he's a president of community, he's a president of United States, and then he will get the, then you will understand, then he will also be happy, just like that. So we have to know his energies of the Supreme Lord, and we have to engage in the service of the Lord, then it has a meaning. So now I can pause here. 18. Any questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank
Hare
you so
Krishna.
much for your class. One thing that you were mentioning was about advertisement, and Prabhupada said that all all we are really looking for is Krishna. And when you were saying this example, I remember hearing about Apple company CEO Steve Jobs. He was his in company. He was asked that we will do market research and we'll see what people need, and then we will make a product. And he said that we don't do research. I tell what people need, and then people say yes, I need it. So, but but for essentially human need, what basically is needed is good health care, holistic healing, good relationships, which is an basic education. But like when Prabhupada had a Gurukul, he did not ask for like lot of advanced education. He just said basic mathematics, science should be
Hmm.
understood. So as we move forward in this society, we are losing this character and basic education and focusing more and more on technology, which feels like it's like lust, it just keeps growing. So I wanted to hear maybe second perspective, your perspective on it.
Yeah, actually, what happens here is that human beings, they are not um, identifying what is the real problems of life. You know, they think, okay, I'm not getting promotion, that is a problem, or I'm not getting such and such thing, that is a problem. And because the main problem are birth, death, old age, and disease. So human beings are not and identifying themselves, that is the main problem. Because they think, okay, everybody is taking birth, we celebrate happy birthday, everyone, like somewhere the other 90 plus 80 100 years we die, that is also not a problem. They don't see that as a problem of life. That's a problem here. To identify what is the real problem of life, one should have some certain kind of purification in the heart. We should ask, that's why it is scared. We should ask a question such that it is benefiting for all human being. Why I'm taking birth, why I'm getting old, why I'm getting disease, why I'm subjected to the miseries of material world, you know, like adhyatmika, adidaivika, adibhautika. So when understand this is seriousness of the problem, then we can act accordingly. Otherwise, if I am fever, I will go to Walgreens and get a medicine, over. But they are not asking why I'm getting fever, why I'm getting disease. That's a question we have to ask. Because unless until we ask that question, it is like a animal life. An animal does not have any questions. They have their arrangements for eating. They have arrangements for producing children. They have the arrangements for the you know defending themselves. They have arrangements for the sleeping. Naturally, nature is providing them. It's not that they are working hard day and night, but human beings are also working day and night for those four purposes. That's why human being should be okay. Okay, we cannot deny that a human being should be progressively move towards spiritual part, like dharma, artha, kama, moksha. He has to do his dharma, whatever is dharma, maintaining family or everything, and then artha, earn some money, and desires, kama, whatever desires fulfilled, then moksha, liberation from this material world. But the problem is that people are only doing three things: dharma, artha, kama. They are doing their responsibilities, and they are taking care of things that needs to do, and they are enjoying sense gratification. But they are not seeing this is a problem. So that Apple company, the Steve Jobs, whoever, so he advertised in a such a way that it is so much useful for your day-to-day life. He has used his brain. So we have to use the Krishna consciousness in people in general, that this is essential. This is gives you happiness. Not sense gratification. That's why preaching is the essence. Books are the basis. Correct. So you have to use different sources to make them understand that you are not in a happy situation. But people are now thinking that I'm situated very happily. No. But person who is beyond this, he can able to see. Correct? Srila Prabhupada able to see when he came to West, these people are suffering. And then only then it's not that Prabhupada asked them, okay, are you happy? No, he could see that these people are suffering, though they have money, all kinds of arrangements, first class car, home, and everything. These people are all suffering. That's why he intensely preached Krishna consciousness. Only acharyas can see. that is the soul is suffering. We cannot able to see. Of course, we can see theoretically, but Prabhupada has eyes to see how they are suffering, taking birth, old age, disease. You know, that's how we have to. I hope this. Okay. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे।